Right, so today's video is just a bit of an update on this bottom lawn, because those who have been around on this channel for a while will know that we've not actually renovated this lawn this year so far, and that was on purpose. What we wanted to do was to see whether this grass variety could almost recover all on its own after winter. Now, I say all on its own, it has had a little bit of intervention from me. It's had a bit of food, it's been cut on a regular basis, and other than that, not much more has happened. The only other thing I've actually done to this lawn is overseed a few patches here and there where we actually removed some weed grasses, particularly large weed grass clumps, because we left quite a bit of soil exposed. With this being a fescue lawn, in theory it should be able to recover on its own. So what we decided to do was to overseed the patches on this half of the lawn, and that other half there we decided just to leave as it was, and to see whether it was actually worth putting seed down to fill in those spaces, or whether the lawn would do it all by itself. So like I always say, the test of a quality lawn is to get right in over the top of the sward. And if we just come across the lawn now, and I mean, feel free to pause the video at any point to see if you can see any sort of gaps, but from this side where we've had like the odd little patch of seed going down, and this side which hasn't had any, you can see that for the most part the lawn's kind of filled itself in. Again, if we just come over again, you can see that this side has recovered just as well on its own compared to this side where we filled in just a couple of those patches. So the question will be then for this lawn, does it actually need to be overseeded? And I think the simple answer to that is no. But the other question we sort of need to ask ourselves is, do we even need to renovate? Now, a couple of years ago, what I was doing to my lawns, probably twice a year, was I was scarifying them quite heavily. I was overseeding the entire space. I was top dressing it. I was trying to level it and doing quite a lot to get results which I'd argue were never as good as what I'm stood on top of now. And considering that this hasn't been scarified once this year, it's not even been verticut in almost 12 months. I think I verticut last year in September. Time of recording it is mid-June. So the fact that it's had none of those things done to it is kind of testament not to me but to the grass type, because like all lawns, this one, you know, died somewhat over the winter and struggled, but it just shows that the species itself, if you work with it, if you work with nature, just look at the density of the sward ale, how nicely dense and packed together it actually is. It's looking absolutely boss. So does that mean that I'm never going to renovate a lawn again? Well, probably not. There's going to be a time where I'm going to have to do some form of renovation. However, I'm thinking this year, particularly when we get to the back end of August into sort of early September, I'm not going to be doing half as much to this lawn as I probably would have done previously, because I think it's a testament that it really doesn't need it. A lot of lawn enthusiasts like to come out and do a lot to the lawns, and if that's you, then that's absolutely fine. And you know, ryegrass can look amazing given the right kind of conditions and the right maintenance. However, if you want a lawn that's really straightforward and simple to maintain, then this is kind of your ticket. You know, I've seen a lot of things recently online, and a lot of them come through my comments, things like you can't have a decent fescue lawn if it's cut at 20 mil. This is cut at 20 mil. It kind of ruins it because there's not really much for you to do as a lawn enthusiast. Well, I'll be really honest with you, I don't put products down nearly as much as what I used to. I mean, I got on with Integral Max as the liquid, True Grass as the granular. I would argue that coming out and cutting it every 2 to 3 days is the most satisfying part of the hobby, because this lawn is going to look like this now until probably the back end of November, and then it's going to go through a bit of a sad spell, but it's going to look as good as what this does now by like early April again next year. And again, it won't be to do with me. All I'm doing is come out and putting some stripes on it and maintaining it. I know a lot of people have converted to going with a fescue lawn over a ryegrass lawn year, and partly because of the videos I've posted over the past 12 months showing how sort of easy it is to maintain a lawn like this. And I think some people are starting to see how simple lawn care can be if you just kind of get the right grass in the right place. I've not got an agenda against ryegrass or, you know, any particular favour towards fescue. Well, I probably would say I've got more of a favour towards fescue at the moment, because I've seen how good it can be. I've seen how easy it is. There's no affiliate links to feed. There's no affiliate links to seed. These are just my genuine opinions, and it's been nice to see some people commenting below who have had ryegrass and are sticking with it, but actually they're tweaking some of the things that they do based on what they're seeing on this channel, or even people who've converted fully to fescue and are having good results, having maybe mixed results to kind of learn the grass, because there are some slight differences to them. But once you get it established, you're off to the races. People who stick around on this channel and follow along, it's hopefully going to give you a bit of an indication as to how easy it is to manage these lawns, because this is the Novice Gardener channel. This is not, you know, I'm not an expert. I don't proclaim to be. I don't do it for a living. My day job is spent mainly indoors, and I'm just learning on the go. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, I really didn't have a clue. I have a little bit more of a clue nowadays, but I'm just hoping to be able to share this knowledge with like-minded people, those who want a lawn that's going to look boss, even if you don't come out and cut it every single day. Yeah, I'm out here every 2 to 3 days cutting it, but if I have to leave this a week now, I just leave the height cut slightly longer, and it's still going to look absolutely amazing. So thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you found it useful, and you can see that, you know, you don't really need to overseed patches, you don't need to overseed any of it. I did, because I'm one of those people who just panics at times and wants everything to look perfect straight away. So I wanted to get on with seed over there, but I'm glad I left this side, because it has just proven that you don't need to be whacking seed all over the place. And yeah, so subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you enjoyed it, or at least found it useful in any kind of way. The TikTok is Novice Gardener Official, the Instagram is Novice Gardener YT, and finally, thanks for watching.